travelers, my name is Juliana. Welcome back to Tourist to Local. Today I'm going to be talking to you guys about the Southwest Companion Pass. Arguably one of the best things that has ever happened to us and our travel careers, because as you guys have seen over the past few months, we've been traveling all over the US, and that truly would not have been possible if we didn't have the Companion Pass. We essentially were given a pass that allows Martine to have free flights for a year and a half. It's one of the most amazing deals if you're looking to travel domestically, and I want to share with you guys how we were able to get it. Just as a disclaimer, none of this is sponsored. Southwest doesn't know I exist. These credit card companies don't know I exist. This is just simply me sharing my knowledge that I learned with you guys in efforts to help us all be able to travel cheaper. Let's get started. First off, what is the Companion Pass? In case you're not familiar, Southwest has something called the Companion Pass that will allow you to take somebody with you on your flights for free. Kind of. You do still have to pay taxes and fees, but those are pretty cheap compared to what a price of a flight would cost. Typically, domestically, those taxes and fees would amount to $11.20, but for flights to Hawaii and short-haul international flights, which Southwest doesn't have too many of, there's a couple of routes, I think Puerto Rico, a couple places in Mexico and the Caribbean, those would be a little bit more. Either way though, you're getting a great deal. When you earn the Companion Pass, you are allowed to have it for the rest of the calendar year you've earned it, plus the year after. So say I earned it in December 2021, I would have it for the rest of 2021, which is just, a couple of weeks, plus the full year after. You're allowed to change your companion up to 3 times in a calendar year. So hey, if you're getting new friends, getting new partners, you can change them out if you need. And just like all Southwest flights, you can change or cancel completely free of cost. The companions can be added right within the website or if you have the Southwest app. Super easy, and as long as there's space in the flight, they can come. Just to give you guys an idea of how useful this has been, we've had it since July. At the time of filming it, we've only had it 5 months, and we've already gotten Martine on 14 one-way flights or 7 round trips, which is very good. Plus, not only were we able to save on him being able to fly, but I've also essentially flown free for most of those because in the process of getting the Companion Pass, we compiled so many points that I was able to use those points for my flight ticket. So very, very helpful way to save money. You can go a couple of different ways to earn these points, but overall you do need to earn 125,000 points to be able to get the Companion Pass. You could do that by flying, which if you do it just that way, it's gonna take a really long time. Or you could do it through earning points through a credit card, which is what I'm going to talk about today. Now, disclaimer in general, you do have to be extremely careful with credit cards. If somebody's watching this who's never opened a credit card, please take some time to educate yourself on how to use a credit card. It's very important to be responsible, pay off your bill, and just know what you're getting yourself into. If you're responsible, this is a great way to go. Just for reference, I have 3 credit cards and 2 are not related to what we're talking about right now. One is the Chase Sapphire Reserve, which I've had the longest. I really enjoy it for all its perks. I also have the Chase Freedom Unlimited, which I use for mainly groceries and everything else that's not travel or dining. And then we opened up the Southwest credit card, the Southwest Plus specifically, with the goal of just getting this Companion Pass. We're gonna keep it open because it's good for your credit, but in reality, now that we have the Companion Pass, we really don't use it for anything else. Now, when you open a Southwest credit card, it's gonna come with a pretty big bonus if you hit a certain amount of spending within a certain amount of time, depending on the promotion going on. And usually that big sum of points is gonna get you a lot closer to being able to get the Companion Pass, which is what happened for us. Let's talk about the 3 personal credit card options you have with Southwest. They do have a couple business cards, but I'm not talking about those in this video. The first regular credit card you can get is the Southwest Plus, which like I mentioned is what we have. You get 3,000 anniversary points for every year you have this card open. You also get 2 times points on any Southwest purchases, car rentals, or hotels purchased through the Rapid Rewards portal, as well as local transit, rideshare, internet, cable, and phone services. That part is actually quite new. It's very helpful to put your internet bill on that credit card so you get double points. You also get 1 times point on any other purchase. There's a couple of other fun perks as well, like 25% off of in-flight purchases, which is also new. So if you buy some Wi-Fi or a snack, you get 25% back, as well as 2 early bird check-ins per year, and the total cost for this credit card annually is $69. Your other option is the Priority Southwest credit card, which comes with a little bit more perks. You get 7,500 points for your anniversary every year. You get triple points on any Southwest purchases, double points on flights and car rentals booked through Southwest, local transit, ride shares, phone, cable, and internet services, just like the other one, as well as 1 times points on everything else. You also get the 25% back in in-flight purchases and 4 upgraded boardings. You also get a $75 annual travel credit with Southwest, which that really helps to compensate for the extra bit that you're spending on the annual fee, as well as 1,500 qualifying points, which could be used to get your A-list status. No foreign transaction fees, which is very helpful because the other one does have transaction fees internationally. And the total for that one is $149 per year. And your last option for Southwest credit cards is the Premier card, which has an annual fee of $99. This is basically a middle ground between the 2 cards I've mentioned already. The annual anniversary points is 6,000. You get 3 times points on Southwest purchases, 2 times points on car rentals, hotels purchased through Southwest, local transit and commuting, and internet, cable, phone, and streaming, 1 times points on everything else. And then for your other perks, you get 25% on in-flight purchases, only 2 early bird check-ins per year. You do get the 1,500 tier qualifying points, and you also get no foreign transaction fees. Now all that is great, but on top of this, usually Southwest is running promotions all the time that will give you a certain amount of points if you spend a certain amount of money within a certain amount of time. So right now at the time of filming, their bonus is 100,000 points. You get 50,000 of that after you spend $2,000 in 3 months, and then the other 50,000 comes if you spend 12,000 within 12 months. So you gotta do both those things to get the full 100,000. That though is going to expire on December 7th this year, so it's probably not active by the time this is going up, but there should still be some sort of bonus that is available. And we're gonna talk through how to use that bonus to your advantage to get the companion pass. Now let's imagine that you did sign up for the Southwest credit card and got your 100,000 bonus points. Now you only need 25,000 more points to be able to get the companion pass. But you'll remember that in the process of earning this bonus, you've essentially spent $12,000 in 12 months, which has also earned you at least 12,000 points. That's assuming you're just doing the 1 point per dollar spending on things that aren't qualifying purchases. So had you bought Southwest flights or maybe had your cable bill on there, that would be even more points. But let's underestimate and just assume you earned 12,000 points. You only have 11,000 more to go until you can get the companion pass. The strategy here is to put everything you can on the credit card. If you can pay your rent with a credit card, that's the way to go. Literally just put everything you could possibly think of on the card and eventually you'll hit it. Like I mentioned at the beginning of this video, the companion pass, once you earn it, is good for the rest of the calendar year plus the year after. So if you're smart, you're going to try to hit that bonus as close to the beginning of the year as possible. Now, the best way to do this is to apply for the card in around November and perhaps get it timed so that you have a big purchase coming up. Now remember, the points only count if they're earned within the year that you receive them. So don't hit that bonus before your closing statement in December. You can start to accumulate purchases, maybe purchase a few things here or there, but in the example of the bonus that's currently going on that I gave you, where you have to spend $2,000 within the first 3 months to get your first 50,000 points, don't spend $2,000 before your December statement closes. But once it hits January, then that's when you can try to hit that number, get the points immediately, and then just work to get that next bonus of 50,000 points. So in summary, to wrap up the whole thing, you want to earn the points as close to the beginning of the year as possible, but be careful that you don't accidentally earn it in the year before. Otherwise, if you get the companion pass, you basically lose a whole year of it being active. So if you earned, say magically you earned your points on January 15th, you would have the companion pass the rest of the year plus the year after. Now, I'm the type of person who likes to have examples as we walk through this thing, so let's talk about what happened with us, for example. Our bonus was a little different. The bonus that we had allowed us to get 50,000 points if we spent with $2,000 within the first 3 months, and then the other 30,000 if we spent 12,000 in 10 months. We ended up earning the companion pass in July, so that gave us 6 months of 2021 plus all of 2022. I had applied December 31st, literally New Year's Eve, in 2020, but it took a long time for the card to come in the mail. It took over 2 weeks. But the minute I got it in the mail, we already had in mind that we wanted to buy a computer, a new computer for editing. So we bought the computer. So we got 50,000 points at the end of that month. It was actually more like 52,000 because as you remember, we got the 50,000 points from the bonus plus the 2,000 points we spent on the computer. The second bonus we hit in July, and during that time frame, we were just putting everything we possibly could on that card. So essentially by July, we had the 80,000 points, plus we had spent 12,000, so it was really more like 92,000. And we lucked out because Southwest had actually lowered the companion pass requirement for 2021, and they only required 100,000 points to get the companion pass. So we were at 92,000. We just had a little bit more to go. Here were some other ways we not only hit our bonus, but were able to hit that final amount to get the companion pass. One, we had a bunch of moving expenses from our move from Mexico to the United States. We also had the green card application for my husband, which is extremely expensive. We also put our taxes on our credit card, our marriage license for our legal ceremony. We also bought a lot of new equipment this year for our channel, including a camera, a stabilizer, a hard drive, and a couple of other things. And we also were able to earn 2,000 points just from flying. We had filmed a wedding back in the beginning of July that earned us 2,000 points. What I'm getting at is like time it so that you have a lot of big purchases coming up and just put it all on the card. But what we did that actually really helped to push us to get that companion pass that I've never heard anybody talk about in a video before is purchasing hotel points. I've learned that it is much cheaper to purchase hotel points and use those for certain hotels rather than to pay cash. It's just tended to be a thing that I've noticed over time. So for example, if we're looking at a hotel in Dallas, maybe the cost per night is $150, but it costs, I don't know, I'm just making these numbers in my head, maybe it costs 12,000 points per night. Sometimes Holiday Inn, for example, might run promotions where you could buy 12,000 points for like $50. I don't know. I'm just making up numbers, but in the end, it comes out to be that if you buy the points, it's cheaper than if you were to pay per night. We already knew that we wanted to do a bunch of travel, so we just bought as many Holiday Inn and Hyatt points as possible. We had already priced out a couple hotels in mind that we knew we were going to spend at, so just keep in mind that it's not always going to be cheaper at every single hotel. You do have to be careful and do your research. But we took the risk and we just bought a bunch of Holiday Inn and Hyatt points. So then essentially we had hit the amount we needed for the companion pass. We had a bunch of points to purchase all of my flights. Martin was going to be a companion on the flight, so he was free. And then we had all these hotel points, so we don't have to pay on hotels later on down the road. So with that, we hit the companion pass and we essentially had free flights for both of us, and the hotels were already taken care of. There are a couple of other things I wanted to note as well. There are some rules around how often you can open credit cards with Chase, and Southwest has a rule that you can't open a new personal Southwest credit card and get the bonus if you've already opened one in the last 24 months. So going forward, just to clarify, we're going to have the companion pass until December 31st, 2022. We opened a card December 31st, 2020. So essentially, we could either have it where Martin opens up a card in his name and we do the exact same thing again there, or I could open up another Southwest card like the priority one. And a big thing to note is transferring points does not count towards getting the companion pass. So if you have the Chase Sapphire Reserve, for example, and say you have like 100,000 points, don't go transferring them to Southwest. Those do not count. You have to either earn it through credit card purchases, the bonus that you get, or actual flying. Those are a lot of numbers I threw out, you guys, but I hope it made sense. I want to know, do any of you guys have the companion pass? Is it something you're trying to work towards? Where are you going to travel if you get it? Who are you taking with you? Let me know down in the comments. And as always, if you guys enjoyed this video, make sure you subscribe. I'm trying to hit 100,000 subscribers, so every single subscription really means the world to me. And I'll see you guys in my next video. So long, travel well, and make the world your neighborhood. Bye! Curious what camera gear we use while traveling? Want to rock some of our awesome merch? Or maybe you just want a discount with some of our favorite companies? Make sure to check out the description of this video for links to all these things and more.